Hi and welcome back, my name is Emily. In this video we are celebrating Trinity Stamp's latest release, and this is a good one. I will not be sharing an overview of this release because I don't have it all, but you can find an overview of all of the products that are released today over at Trinity's YouTube. And this the YouTube channel will also be a part of this video hop where you can win some amazing prizes. And for my projects today I will be using the new Simply Daisy Bunch layering stencils. So this is a stencil pack with 2 stencils and it's large. You can see under the stencil there you have a standard A2 size card front, so we'll pretty much cover the entire thing. And I love stencils. I think it's a good value in the pricing point, and I also think that you can mix it up and spice it up in a ton of ways. And I will share 2 ways that I find it easy to extend the dimension with your layering stencils. So this only has 2 layers, but if you want to build up the dimension even more, you can play around with the colors that you choose. And for this I used my Distress Oxides, and I will share with dye inks in a second as well for my second card. But you can see here I have my sponge daubers and I'm just inking up parts of this, and it really controls where the ink goes. So I could have different shades for the leaves. Otherwise, if I had used just one color, this could have looked a little bit more flat. You can also see that I'm using 2 shades of blue and 2 shades of green, just to also build up the dimension. I even used 3 shades of blue here. And I also like to combine different greens and blues for my leaf shapes here, just to also make the cards look a little bit different. So here is stencil number 2. I hope you can see that in this stencil the etching of the previous layer is there, so it's really easy to line up. I fiddled around with it a bit because you can see in a second here I realized that it's a number on it. So you will see that this is a layer 2 and it's the right way up. So make sure you have looked at the stencils, maybe marked them out. This was the first time I used them, so it took me a second just to get it right. But it's really easy when you see or read everything. And the linings, the etching of the previous layers really also help to line everything up nicely. So you can see I will have 2 yellow flowers here, and I'm going pretty carefully here. This is in real time, and I will start to build the dimension a little bit more. You will see that there is a next layer as well that will have the center point, so I'm not too careful in the middle there. I just wanted some shading going on here, so I had some darker colors to the bottom of my petals there. And then I will take a pink, this is not really a pink, it's more of sort of dusty pink, and then I combined it with a dusty purple color, and you can see that these 2 actually worked really nicely together. And if you get some contamination, you can see I just got a little bit of contamination, you can always rub your ink pad on a clean piece of white paper and it should all go away, so don't worry about that. Also for this layer I used the same purple color, I believe, and we can have some continuity between these flowers. And I pretty much used the leftover, or this one I made more of a pinkish one, red in the middle and pink towards the sides. Yeah, I like this. I think it turned out nicely, and you can see how the colors are coming to life here. And imagine if you have done it just in one color, it might have looked a little bit flat. I think it would have been pretty as well, but maybe not as colorful as this one. And for the centers I just used a black for this. You will see in my second card that I used another color. And be careful here around the edges so you don't get a smear. I will get a smear in one of my products, but I think I hide it pretty well with all the splatters that I did. So there we go, we have our first card front, and here is our second one with dye inks. These ones are from Concord and Ninth, and you can see I'm using the blending brushes from Trinity when I'm doing this. I love that they are a little bit larger so you can get into all of those spaces really fast. I will use the old, I will use the old maybe blending brushes as well from Trinity. Or maybe I didn't, I don't know. It was a while since I did this card, and yeah, I'm just getting around now to doing the voiceover. So anyway, I hope you have had a nice summer. I will be going back to work next Monday. I work as a teacher, so the kids are coming in 2 weeks, and yeah, it's gonna be another year, so to speak. It's gonna be hectic as always. To not smear the edges here, I just brought in a scrap piece of paper, but you will see that I messed up anyway, but it's okay. I think I sort of managed it anyway. You can see here I'm just lifting that, and then I'm doing the other one here. It's a lot of things on my desk at the moment when I'm doing this. So there we go, we have it all. You can see a little bit got over the edge there, but I think it's fine. And then I brought in some splatters. I did that off camera, and then I brought in the leftovers in the Trinity's blending brushes with blue color, just to give me a soft background color for this. I wish I hadn't done it for this project. I think it smeared the colors a little bit. But you can see how flat those colors look, not so dimensional as the other cards, but I will fix that. So I looked at my Copic collection and tried to find a color that was pretty similar in shade of the inks that I used. And then I flicked some stripes from the center towards the tip of the petals, and that brought out a lot of dimension, I think. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just did some flicks where I thought it looked good. And the same thing for the green. I tried to find a green that matched my colors, that was slightly darker, and that would give me some dimension for my card. And I like how that turned out. I will do the same thing for the center part as well. I just took a brown marker and I went in a dotted pattern. For these types of flowers, I just like to use one slightly darker and one slightly lighter and bring out the dots so you have some dimension. And also going outside that center part will also help a bit, I think. And I tried to find a coordinating cardstock here just to give it a matte around the edges. So a green here that matched our leaves, and then a blue that matched our leaves as well. And the sentiment I cut out of vellum from Trinity and a matte gold cardstock from Altenew. And the die I used is the Simply Sentimental Thankful. It's a new one as well. And then some bling. These are really old from Trinity, and it's their clear embellishments. I can link them down below for you as well. So don't forget that this video is a part of a video hop, and there is prizes to be won. Also go over to Trinity's Instagram. There is an Instagram hop as well. And until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye!